Hi, I'm Noni Langdon from Great Ocean Properties Lorne. Welcome to Lorne Life. I'm here with Doug Stirling, a true Lorne legend who is celebrating his 100th birthday on the 27th of July. A great community man, and rightly so, has a street named in his honour. He has a Community Cup award known as the Doug and Mary Stirling Community Cup, and a scenic trail from the Lorne Pier to the Lorne Surf Club known as the Doug Stirling Walk. He needs no introduction, but welcome Doug to a very special episode of Lorne Life. Firstly, I'd like to ask you how you are going to celebrate your 100th birthday.
My youngest daughter Jill has arranged to have a big event at Mantra on the 23rd on a Saturday, and she's invited 70 of my friends, relatives, and I'm looking forward to that very much.
Turning 100, you've seen a lot of different change in Lorne over the years. What is something that's kept you in Lorne for 100 years, given the fact that Doug was actually born in Lorne at his home and has spent most of his life in Lorne?
The town was our oyster really, and we had the coast with all its had to offer. And then we had the hinterland with all the waterfalls and the fern gullies. So you wouldn't get a better environment for a lad to grow up in, and we made the best of it. But nevertheless, Lorne has progressed, I guess, into the modern era. It's a very popular spot, Lorne, with all its surfing and that type of holidaying that's entirely different to what it used to be, but it's a great spot, and the atmosphere of the town hasn't changed. There only needs to be some big event here, and the locals will get behind it. And,
So just on that note, Doug, what's one of your fondest childhood memories of Lorne?
Well, it wasn't school, because I thought the best part of school was going home bit. But nevertheless, growing up in Lorne was always an adventure. Bill and I used to go rabbiting up the bush, and his brother Bob had a lovely little foxy.
Oh, yeah.
And Bill could work this foxy very well, and the foxy'd go up the bush and you hear it yapping around through the scrub, and it'd come back with a rabbit chasing it, and it'd kill the rabbit in front of Bill.
Did it?
Yeah.
So then you took the rabbit home to Mum?
Well, Bill did for the pot.
Bill did?
Yeah, because anything that contributed to the pot at home was very welcome, you can imagine, because they were a fairly poor family.
Yeah.
And we had a funny experience once, Bill and I. We're up a tree in front of his place, and it was full of snotty gobbles and the big vine thing. And we had two other schoolgirls up there with us playing around on this limb, and the whole limb broke. And Bill came down. One of the girls came on top of him and knocked him out.
Oh.
And so I thought he was dead. So I ran around to the pier and got Fiery, his brother, and Fiery came around. He dinked me around on the push bike, and he came up, and Bill was just sort of coming to a bit, and he was moaning, and Fiery gave him a kick, you know, and he said, "He's all right, what did you get me around there for?" You know, and he got his bike and walked back, and rode back. They're pretty tough.
That's a bit of family love, isn't it?
They're pretty tough lot.
So that was the Nortons.
They're pretty tough.
So that was my dad's family.
Yeah.
And you're speaking of my grandfather.
That's right.
Yes. Would you have been the same age?
Bill was a little bit younger, not much, but we used to knock a bit of bark off a tree. There's a gully behind the old Norton house, and it has a steep into it. We knock a big bit of bark off a tree, and we'd water a track down, and we'd sit on this and slide down, and then you hit a root going across, and you'd slide off the bark, and on your trousers you'd go down this wet track you'd made, and we were all muddy and slushy.
Did you get in trouble? You know, people like my parents who are now in Geelong,
yes.
they get a taste of this.
That's right.
You know, and they miss this. I think everybody who has been a resident of Lorne
I'll
misses
tell you a funny
Lorne.
story about the grocers. Years and years ago, in 1925 I think it was, the grocers sponsored an English couple to come out, and they came from the right the centre of Manchester, which was a very poor sort of a country. Anyway, they arrived, and as a gift they gave them a clucky hen and a dozen eggs, and so they met them again about a month or so later, and they said to them, how many chickens did you get? And they said, we've only got one. And they said, only one. Well, what happened to the others? Oh, we wrung all their necks. But what did you wring their necks for? Because the hen couldn't suckle them.
Oh.
They were so ignorant, you know.
Wow. Well, Doug, thank you for joining us. And just on behalf of my family, the Grocers, the Nortons and the Langdons, and the entire Lorne community, I want to say a happy 100th birthday and thank you sincerely for making Lorne a better place.
That's been my pleasure. Thank you.
And thanks for joining us.
Thank you. One thing I didn't say, you never spoil a good story with the truth.
I'm here at Stirling Street, named after the great Doug Stirling. The Lorne Dolphins are home this week and play the Birregurra Saints. To follow Lorne Life, subscribe to the YouTube channel below. Have a great weekend and enjoy Lorne Life.